And some top Chinese players have their name, have their face actually engraved in the bottom of the blade. Quite cool. If I was a pro, I'd definitely want my own personalised blade like that. But yeah, here they are on screen. Favourable formations, righties, lefties, combos. Good, because it means that you don't have to move out the way as much for your opponent. You can both play forehands down the middle of the table. And the best, most decorated doubles and mixed doubles pairings we've seen are righty-lefty combos. In pink at the top of the screen, XUE and Chen Yi. In red, at the bottom of your screen there, the youngsters, the two 17-year-olds, QIAN and LIN Shidong. In fact, QIAN has just actually turned 18 very recently. 87% win record, and she's 34 in the world, QIAN. The youngest player on the court, therefore, is LIN Shidong, her partner. But yeah, these two pairings, both quite good. But I'd say especially LIN Shidong and QIAN, you know, I see them as the new Sun Yingsha and Wang Chichin in terms of what they could achieve together in mixed doubles and what they also may achieve both in singles. They've won 3 major events already together, QIAN and LIN Shidong.
Love 1.
I'm looking forward to see XUE's reverse penal backhand in action as well. Disappointed and upset in the men's singles XUE to Tom Jarvis of England, who pulled off a brilliant 3-0 victory against XUE.
1-1.
Encouraging for English fans. But he would like to take a title here in Durban, XUE. Especially if he wants a chance to represent China in the World Championships, which will be here in this beautiful city. First time ever we're going to see the World Championships in South Africa. But yeah, looking at QIAN and LIN Shidong, they won the feeder at the European Summer Series together. They won the World Youth Championship mixed doubles final together 4 weeks ago, about a month ago. And they also won the feeder Otter Czech 6 months ago, beating Cho Dae-sung and Kim Na-young in the final. So 3 big titles already for this talented pair.
3-all.
Speaking of talent, look at that unearthly backhand there. Incredible, the power he can generate off a ball that is barely long enough to attack, but it was high enough, and he can come over the top with that LIN Shidong. Already one of the best backhands in the world at 17 years of age. Similar kind of build to Fan Zhendong in a couple of ways. He's not as big as him because he's not as old yet.
4-3.
He's already challenged Fan Zhendong, LIN Shidong within China. It's interesting to see how it changes, if it does change, in terms of the order of the Chinese men's team right now.
3-5.
Chen Yi has also won a feeder event.
3-5.
And QIAN has won a contender, the Muscat contender.
4-5.
XUE World Junior Champion in 2017. Beating Charles Beauregard in the final. It's difficult to make that transition from juniors to seniors. XUE is still trying to make that transition right now. Wow, what a rally. Athleticism, forehands and backhands galore. Playing for position on the table. really is like a mobile game of chess. A more mobile version, should I say.
7-5. Seven five.
Beautiful absolute rallies, and XUE from back there able to still arc it and keep it so deep to pressure the QIAN backhand. It's literally like a mirror in the middle of the table on the net between these four players.
Six eight.
Wow. Goodness, this is just ridiculous play. Sometimes when I watch these kind of rallies, I don't know whether I'm inspired or just demotivated, because I know I'm never going to reach that level.
10-6.
I do definitely get more joy watching the sport than I do playing it. I can't cope sometimes with the pressure, I must admit. My friends will vouch for that, I can tell you.
10-7.
And these four will all be friends. There's a bigger picture, and that is fighting for China. These kind of events, the feeders, the contenders, you're fighting for yourself a little bit more. And that's fine.
11-7.
There we have it.
To KUAI.
Well, it was nip and tuck, and XUE and Chen, you look like they might have actually had that game in the bank, but they didn't.
Chance to serve. La ball. One love.
Currently 30 in the world, QIAN and LIN. I'm surprised they're that low, actually, after winning 3 events. Goes to show how tough it can be. They're underranked for sure, though. Look how high the bat of LIN is finishing there. Just emphasising, exaggerating the shot to ensure that it loops over the net. It's not a huge table. Nice change there. Against the momentum of QIAN, who was coming back into the table there. Clever play, good table awareness from Chen. A flawless start from the slightly older pair. Still young though, don't get me wrong.
3-1.
In their early 20s.
Three-one. 4-1. Four one. 1-5.
Lovely
1-6.
RPB there from XUE. Chen Yi has played 2 or 3 balls into QIAN's backhand after stretching QIAN wide. It's a great tactic she's using here.
7-1.
And they're almost robotic right now. The way that they're putting away these long balls.
8-1.
Mm.
1-9.
Completely different pair. They're tying them up in the short game, not allowing them to get in an open attack comfortably. And then they've been really strong with that chance that they get and pretty reliable with that.
2-9.
Again, right intention from XUE, just missed. Better missing the right way than the wrong way, so you might as well go for your shots. Don't want to be looking back at the match knowing you could have done anything more. Leave nothing behind.
9-3. Nine three. 10-3. Okay. 4-10. 5-10.
Bit of momentum here for the youngsters, but probably delaying the inevitable. The ball shall be changed. Chen Yi perhaps just noticing a little crack in there.
Okay. 5-10.
Oh, an
10-6.
RPB chop there from XUE. Doesn't make a difference to the outcome, though. Nice bit of feeling. Who is your favourite Penal player ever? For me, I'd probably say LIN. My favourite to watch. Merlin,
11-6.
as he's known, because he was magic with it.
QIAN and XUE from
But anyway,
China.
11-6.
Third game. Quite a serve. La vol.
Incredible reach from QIAN there. Let's have a look at that one again. She's not a player that is sort of amazingly quick. Maybe she is quick, QIAN, but it's just because she's always in the right position. She never looks troubled to have to move quickly as a reaction. She's just always in the right place. I think it's her reading of the game that impresses me the most.
2-1.
They're really special, these two, QIAN and LIN Shidong. There's something about them. And I know they're Chinese, but I'm something more, something different about them.
2-all.
There's a wiseness to them, which for two players under the age of 19 is rare, really. You see juniors and they have great styles, good fight, but they're, you know, not as wise to how to win points in an easy way, and these two can do that.
2-3.
Unlike a lot of junior and cadets, they're not really interested in rallying. They're just interested in getting the job done.
Play. 2-3. Three-all.
Stamp of frustration there from Chen Chenyi. Would have been nice, one for the cameras if she gets that one on. Fade. Clips the net and goes long.
Three-all. 4-3. Four-all.
Flatter coming through that ball because it was quite high. Watch QIAN here with the backhand. Punched through it rather than countered. Doesn't need to use topspin there when the ball's already so high.
5-4.
And they score another point there.
Hit. 5-4.
Good job, that was a let card. Mm.
4-6.
Dribbler. Fortune there for the youngsters.
Play. 4-6. Four-7.
Missed contact at RPB there from XUE, the former world youth champion. And the current youth champion, Lin Shidong, responsible for the blow. Oh, I love the way he scoops up the back of that ball there. Plays with spin, lets it actually drop below table height. The ball disappears and then reappears, low to the net, loaded with topspin. Shot selection ability is just through the blooming roof.
8-4.
You wonder what he's going to be like when he's 26, 27, and you know.
8-5.
QIAN as well. Imagine her at 26, 27, what she'll be doing. If I was to pick a player right now who would be alongside Wang Chuqin in this new generation, I'd say it would be Lin Shidong. And alongside Sun Yingsha or Wang Manyu, I'd say it would be QIAN. I wonder if they just naturally gravitated towards playing with each other, or whether the coaches knew there was something special about these two. That's a question I'm going to have to ask next time I'm fortunate enough to get out to an event.
$10-6.
That was an interesting topspin there from Qian Yi. Didn't phase the youngsters. 4 game points. Just like that, they edge into a 2-1 lead. They're 1 game away now from their 4th.
Fourth game. Chance to serve. Love all. Love 1.
Well, only 2 mixed doubles Chinese pairs entered the mixed doubles event here. Started out in the round of 16, and they're both here in the final. It's the youngsters, the respective world youth champions, that are in the driving seat. Again, Qian Yi plays it against the momentum of QIAN. She's done that well.
2-1. All. Play. 2 all.
Poor touch from Lin Shidong, and it put the Chinese youngsters on the back foot there. Good placement of XUE phase back into the middle of Lin.
3-2.
Coming in with the pendulum serve, here he is.
3 all.
Qian Yi tries the fanning backhand, doesn't land.
Three all. Three, 4. 5-3.
Could this go to a decider? We see it so often in China mixed doubles
5-3.
matches. Because they all possess unplayable power and spin. And when you know the ball's coming cross-court with the serve in the receive game, it makes things even more difficult. Should I say the third ball game? Because the receive is so strong, like that.
5-all.
Just boom and it's done. That's the level right there. Just to add spin and pace onto an already fizzing ball just bemuses me.
Time out.
That was lovely from QIAN there with the open racket face down the line. And in the end, Chen Yi tries to just slow things down, just take the pace off the ball. And they call a timeout, Xue Fei and Chen Yi, because now they're trailing. And they were leading. Some people envy the life of the table tennis player. Getting to travel the world, different countries, representing your country. But it's not all glitz and glamour. Even though this will be the last match these two play, Xue Fei and Chen Yi, actually no, sorry, Lin Shidong and QIAN, there'll be no exploring the town tomorrow. They'll be in the training hall from 9-10 a.m.
5-7. Five-7. 6-7. 8-6.
The nudge again into a 2-point lead. The timeout hasn't paid off yet for the players in purple and black. Some of you may be thinking,
8-6.
I'd love to see Chinese men versus Chinese women. Well, you can on YouTube. They did simulation matches, and it was brilliant to watch. The men's team versus the women's. What a shot that was from Chen Yi. Again, against the momentum of QIAN, who is often caught out wide with the backhand and then comes in and she's stuck. She might want to improve that, the youngster, 18-year-old.
7-9.
She clenches her fist. She was happy with that spin. Xue Fei couldn't counter it. So it's interesting to watch as well, the men versus the women players in these kind of exchanges. No, the serve return to Chen Yi, that won't happen.
7-10.
3 championship points for these ever-threatening and blossoming teenagers, the World Youth Champions. Can they take their 3rd international title? And they can. QIAN, man, that was nice. Beautiful, one knee fade cross court, and it does the job there. 3-1 in the end, didn't even need a decider to do it. And they will be stood at the top of the podium in the award ceremony after this. Congratulations to them. Congratulations to Chen Chenyi and XUE Fei. Put up a good fight. But there's something special about this young pairing on an individual level and in terms of mixed doubles, and I cannot wait to see what the future has in store for them. But thank you so much for joining us in this second to last day of action. Tomorrow is finals day, and that concludes play for today. I've been your commentator, Fraser Riley. Be sure to check out everything that's happening in the world of table tennis on the WTT website and app for player results, rankings, live video and news. Stay tuned right now for the Mixed Doubles Award ceremony, which will follow very, very shortly. Bye-bye for now.
Ladies and gentlemen, your mixed doubles champions, QIAN and LIN. Ladies and gentlemen, the trophy presentation will take place shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the WTT Contender Durban Mixed Doubles Trophy Ceremony. Let us now invite our guest of honor, Ms. Sumaya Khan, Deputy General at the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture, to the court. Let us now invite our finalists from China, QIAN and Yi.
So here we are, commencing with the first of all award ceremonies. 5 events up for grabs here at the WTT Contender Durban. And here are the runners-up of the first event that we've seen crowned, the mixed doubles. Chen Yi there, all smiles alongside her partner XUE. And I'm pretty sure these Chinese players would have never seen anything quite like that, traditional African costume, but it's great to see Africa, South Africa that is, hosting table tennis events for the first time, particularly the World Championships, which is coming up very, very soon this year, and I can't wait to watch it. Unfortunately, I can't be there because of exams, but I'll definitely be missing some revision, shall we say, to watch that. There are the runners-up, and now we await the winners. Lin Xidong and KUAI, the World Youth Mixed Doubles Champions, who have taken their 3rd WTT event. Going from strength to strength, these two. If they were stocks, I would be investing heavily in KUAI and Lin Xidong. Something very special about these two players. And they're shining very, very bright at the moment. Here they are. Disappointment for them in the singles, but they've come together in beautiful unison to take the crown here.